What's going on YouTube? It's X-Man 1991. I am back with another video. I hope you guys had an incredible weekend. I definitely enjoyed my weekend. I had some company over and it was great. This video rant is sponsorship by Starbucks. Today I ordered the pistachio latte. I need to take a sip of that to maintain my composure here about one game that I'm going to do a recap on in a moment. But first, got to do a recap of two NBA games that aired yesterday. First up, the New Orleans Pelicans versus the Miami Heat. The Heat lost by 9 in the first quarter, 32-23. But they made a comeback by Tress in the second quarter, 18-15. And by Tress, I mean 3. Y'all should know if you know your numbers in Spanish. So it's Heat 51, Pelicans 47 at halftime. The Heat dominated the second half, outscoring the Pelicans by Tress again in the third quarter, 28-25. After 3, Heat 79, Pelicans 72. Heat outscored the Pelicans by 7 in the fourth quarter, 31-24. Final score, Miami Heat 100, New Orleans Pelicans 96. The Heat are now 26-22 as the Pelicans fall 26-21. The player of the game was Tyler Hero with 26 points, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. Jonas Valanciunas needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. 14 points, 16 rebounds, and 1 assist. Tonight, or tomorrow night, the Heat takes on the Celtics. Friday, they take on the Magic. Sunday, which is my nephew's birthday, against the Hornets. Next Tuesday, against the LeBronless Cavaliers. Next Thursday, against the Knicks. Next Saturday, against the Bucks. The 8th, taking on the Pacers. The 10th, taking on my Rockets. Now we'll talk about that game. Let's talk about the next game. And that is last night's game between the LA Lakers and the Portland Trail Blazers. Lakers outscored the Trailblazers in the first quarter, 33-26. But I don't know what the hell happened to them in the second quarter. Guess how many points the Lakers scored in the second quarter? What's 8 plus 5? If you guessed 13, you are correct. And they gave up 45 points. Damn, Lakers, what the hell were y'all doing in the second quarter? Only scoring 13 points. It was Trailblazers 71, Lakers 46 at halftime. But the Lakers dominated the second half when they outscored the Trailblazers by 20, 40-20 in the third. After the third quarter, Trailblazers 91, Lakers 86. Lakers outscored the Trailblazers 35-21 in the fourth quarter. Final score, Los Angeles Lakers 121, Portland Trailblazers 112. Lakers are now 22-25 as the Trailblazers fall 21-25. Tomorrow, the Lakers takes on one of their rivals, the Clippers, at the Crypto.com Arena. Wednesday, they take on the Spurs. Saturday, they go against the Celtics. Next Monday, against the Nets. Next Tuesday, against the Knicks. Next Thursday, against the Pacers. Next Saturday, against the Pelicans. Let's see. March 15th, they take on my Rockets. March 26th, they take on the Bulls. The 29th, against the Bulls. And April 2nd, taking on my Rockets, or going against my Rockets. My sister's birthday, April 5th, they go against the Clippers. Y'all should know who's the player of the game. None other than King James. 37 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. He needed 6 more assists to go with a triple-double. Thomas Bryant needed 9 more assists to go with a triple-double. 31 points, 14 rebounds, and 1 assist. Josh Hart needed 3 more assists to go with a triple-double. 13 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. Damian Lillard needed 4 more rebounds to go with a triple-double. 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 10 assists. But the player of the game belongs to LeBron. And still no sign of Anthony Davis. Now I got one more game to do a recap on that I know all the fans of this team were pissed off about. Oh, hell yeah. I need to take another sip of this to keep my anger in check. And that is yesterday's NFL division round between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Cowboys didn't score shit in the first quarter while giving up a field goal. Both teams scored 6 apiece in the second. At halftime, 49ers 9, Cowboys 6. Cowboys outscored the 49ers by a field goal in the third quarter. After the third quarter, the score was tied at 9. Cowboys gave up 10 in the fourth quarter while they only kicked the field goal, falling to the San Francisco 49ers 19-12. The 49ers are now 15-4 as the Cowboys finish up their season with 13 wins and 6 losses. The Cowboys had been eliminated from the playoffs. So who will the 49ers go up against? This Sunday, they'll go against the Philadelphia Eagles, who, by the way, beat the New York Giants yesterday, 37-6, or 38-6. I was 38-7. Damn, Eagles, y'all destroyed the New York Giants. Hey, I give the 49ers credit because they came to play. Congrats to them, man. They go up against the Eagles this Sunday. But I don't know what the hell happened to the Cowboys. They were not ready for this game. I'm glad I slept halfway through the fourth quarter because I didn't know what the hell was going to happen. I've watched Yankee Messiah's video about the Cowboys, and I don't blame him for being pissed. But Yankee Messiah, what you need to do is try to maintain your composure next time, or try to drink some water before you end up yelling. Because if you yell too much, then you might end up losing your voice. I understand your frustration, but people, if you feel like yelling if one of your favorite teams had lost a game, make sure you drink some water or you're going to end up losing your voice. Did you see me raise my voice when I did a recap yesterday of the Rockets losing to the Timberwolves? No, because I am not like that. I don't try to raise my voice whenever one of my favorite teams lose. If one of my favorite teams loses, all I got to say to them is keep your heads up, get your shit together, and get yourselves ready for your next game. But if I feel like yelling and raising my voice, then I may have to go outside or be in my closet in the dark so y'all won't see my angry face. But that was bullshit for the Cowboys to lose like that. Dak Prescott is overrated as fuck, and he definitely needs to go. Kellen Moore needs to go. Who's it? Mike McCarthy? He needs to go from the Cowboys. And like I said yesterday, Steven Silas of the Houston Rockets head coach, he needs to get his ass out of Houston. The Rockets have a rematch tonight taking on the Timberwolves, which I damn sure won't be watching. I already know the Rockets is going to lose. They may end up being on a 14-game losing streak. I already know. Rockets has not won a game since Kwanzaa, which is why I made a decision to not watch these niggas for the rest of the NBA season. Because they keep on struggling one game after another. But better luck next year, Cowboys. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I'll still be watching the Super Bowl. My prediction of this year's Super Bowl should be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Philadelphia Eagles. That's my prediction of this year's Super Bowl. And also, I'm surprised that the Rams got eliminated from the playoffs. And they won last year's Super Bowl. That is crazy how the Rams are not even in the playoffs and they won last year's Super Bowl. Ain't that some shit? Wow. And Rihanna is going to be performing at this year's Super Bowl halftime show. Probably not going to be as big as last year's halftime show, which was amazing. Last year's Super Bowl halftime show, we had Snoop, Dre, K-Dot, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and a surprise special guest from 50 Cent. So do you think that this year's Super Bowl halftime show will be better than last year's? I doubt that shit. Because last year's Super Bowl halftime show reminds me of the good old days when the Super Bowl halftime show was good. Last time we had a good Super Bowl halftime show was in 2004 between Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson. That was the last time we had a good Super Bowl halftime show. We haven't had one since. Until last year. But my prediction of this year's Super Bowl is the Bengals versus the Eagles. But that's going to wrap up my recap of yesterday's NFL divisional round between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers, and yesterday NBA's games between the Heat and the Pelicans and the Lakers and the Trailblazers. So to get my mind off of the Cowboys being eliminated from the playoffs, I'm going to do my 1 hour run, or however minutes I'm going to do my walking. My walking. But it's just a game, but Dak Prescott needs to be traded. I can see why the Cowboys are so overhyped. Even though I love the Cowboys, they're too overhyped as fuck. They was not ready for this game. That was an embarrassment. So, when I come back from my walking, I'm going to see if I can do my first video reaction of 2023 to get my mind off of this. So I'll be back in like an hour or 30 minutes. Go Miami Heat. Go Los Angeles Lakers. And go Dallas Cowboys. See you next season.